You were all ready and came down to see him. You sighed when you saw him working on his PC. I told you I won't be taking much time, he chuckled. And still you took 20 minutes. Is it less? You pouted as now you have no answers to his question. Till that time I checked that email. You felt a little embarrassed as you took more time than you said. Don't change the topic. Tell me how am I looking? You said while spinning around once, showing your beautiful dress, making him smile. Let's go, we are getting late. I know I'm looking so beautiful that you ran out of words. He chuckled while you looked away and said, when you already know that you have worldwide confidence, then why asking me? He said as you gritted your teeth in anger as he chuckled and pulled you with him, as you already took long enough to get ready. You along with him entered in party. You both straight went to Mr. and Mrs. Moon as it was their party for celebrating their wedding anniversary. That moment was pleasant, and then he said, I'll go and check for my other business partner. Do you want to join? He said while pointing toward the group of young CEO with no female. No, I'll wait here only. He nodded and left from there. You looked around to see everyone was busy with their friends and enjoying the party. You came near the food counter and sat there. It wasn't even 10 minutes when a man came in front of you and asked, Rocky here. You're alone here? What's your name, beauty? You really don't like such flirts, especially in family parties. You wanted to say Mrs. Kim, but words weren't coming out of your mouth. Soon a voice answered him in a scary way. Mrs. Kim Yn is her name, he said while looking more like glaring at the man in front of him. Rocky bowed and mumbled sorry and ran from there as he knows what power the man right behind you hold. His gaze then shifted to you. Did he forgot your name or what? You immediately shook your head as no one looked down. He handed you apple juice and said, Kim Vayan, be aware that I have eyes on you the whole time, even when you think I am busy in my work with my business partner. You blushed after listening to his word. He slided his hand around your waist, pulling you close to him. Be aware, tiger don't give mercy after fetching their prey. You both were busy talking when someone interrupted you. Hi, Vayan, you forgot me? No, Irene, how can I? Irene, come, I'll make you meet my friend. Let's go. You looked at him and were about to say something, but before that, Irene pulled you with her. You saw he sighed but let you go. You soon disappeared among guests. Now I'm here, left alone, he thought to himself. Not really, Tae. Remember me? He turned around to look. It was Sophia, his ex girlfriend, who cheated on him. Missed me? She asked as he started coming towards him, but he remained froze. What are you doing here? He asked. I know you won't be able to forget me. I was waiting when your that contract wife will leave. How do you know that? Only I and Jimin know that. I know everything about you, Tai, she said with a smile. He tried to leave from there, but she held him by his arm. If you don't want me to yell about your and Ryan's relationship reality, then stay here. I want to talk to you, Mr. Kim. Sophia started talking about the time they spent together while smiling and saying that what she did was wrong. Soon time passed and you came toward him. Ryan's puff. I came running away from Irene because she was teasing me with his name. I wanted to go back to him, but as soon as I came, I saw Sophia. His ex. No, no, Ryan, don't lose hope. Go and separate them now. You quickly went to them. He looked at you, being all shocked. Sophia. Oh, here comes your contract wife. Your eyes widened, mine and mine. Did he told her about me that I am temporary? Can you please leave us for a while? Sophia said. You did wanted to leave, but what made you leave that place was he didn't said anything either. You controlled your tear and went away from there as fast as possible. You stood in corner with your teary eyes. He still loved her. Time skip after 15 minutes. You saw him coming towards you, being all frustrated. We are leaving now, he said. But before you could say anything, he left from there. You felt hurt. How you became invisible in front of him after he met his ex. You followed him from behind as you didn't had any choice. Time skip to house. You didn't wanted to believe what happened. In car, when you tried to talk to him, he yelled at you. He ignored you as if you weren't there when you both reached mansion. I was always hesitant to introduce myself as your wife because I was just a contract wife, nothing else. I agreed for this because the orphanage where I lived is an emergency or else they'll be kicked out. I made a mistake, I fell for you. Why? You bursted into tears thinking he only considered you temporary person in his life and still loved his ex. You laid on your bed being a crying mess. The night was long and sad for you. After almost crying for an hour, you fell asleep. Time skip. With red puffy eyes, you came in living room. You still have to carry this marriage for 2 months. You are left with no other choice. You did saw him there. As usual, he would sit in living room waiting for you to have breakfast. You were about to go to dining room when you saw him coming down. You were about to go in dining room when the doorbell rang. Who it can be in this at this time? The maids went to open the door. You froze at the moment when you saw Sophia. What is she doing here? You thought as she came directly and hugged Tae. Sophia. Will you not welcome me? She said, but what Tae said broke your heart. Welcome. You decided to leave when he continued saying, Welcome, Mr. Wook. You immediately stopped as he was the lawyer of your this marriage. Sophia got confused and looked behind to see the two lawyers. I hope you got the papers ready. Mr. Wook nodded, making you confused. Sophia. I talked to you yesterday and today the work is done. Sophia came near you and said, He is ending this marriage here only 2 months prior. Now you can pack your stuff and leave. Anyway, you were temporary in his life. Tears made way out of your eyes as you tried to leave when he pulled you by your arm. What happened, Tae? Leave her. I'm the one who is permanent in your life, Sophia said. He chuckled and nodded. Undoubtedly, since you're my past, and no matter how much I try, I can't erase it. My past will be there with me forever, but my present and future is still left. So my past meet my future. Mrs. Kim Wyan. I called the lawyer early in the morning to get papers ready for turning this contract marriage into a real one. Your heart skipped a beat after hearing his word. He bent toward you, pecking your lips softly. No more tears now. Sophia. What the hell are you talking about? You said yes to me yesterday and that you leave Ryan. I said because if I didn't had done that, you would have told everyone about a fake marriage. This is how you blackmailed me, right? So today I'll not leave that evidence only. I have burned the contract papers and today we'll sign the real marriage papers. You didn't know how to react right now. I pecked your cheeks and said, I'm sorry for behaving like a jerk. I made you cry. I'm sorry. After I met her, all my past horrible memories came to life. At that time, I wasn't in control of my emotion. I would have said you harsh word and gold digger, which I know my princess isn't. Whatever happened, happened in past. I can't punish an innocent and break her heart. Yesterday I didn't had anything to speak about. Today give me a chance to speak. I love you, Ryan. And what you thought I will not notice your feeling for me, how you started acting like my wife for real, cooking for me, looking after my personal things. Please, I'm sorry. You hugged him, being a crying mess, as tear made way out of his eyes as well. You both were hugging each other tight while crying, Mr. Wook. Let's actually make this happen. Please sign the paper, Mr. Kim and soon to be Mrs. Kim. We both broke the hug, looked at them. Assistant. Mr. Kim called us at night prox 11 and made us do the paperwork. The entire time he gave instruction on what to be written and what not. He didn't slept himself nor let us sleep. You giggled listening to that, assistant. Here's the paper and pen. Please go ahead with it. We spent our entire night on it. Sophia. No, I'll not let that happen. Why? Because the man with whom you cheated on me went broke? He said with sarcasm. What you thought? Only you can fight about me, not me? If you don't get lost from here, then I'll make sure that no one in Korea dares to give you a job. Now don't make things more harsh for yourself. Or I have to tell the media about my cheater ex with her picture circulated over the news channels. Her eye widened as she gulped and ran out of there. After that, you and him signed the marriage paper, Mr. Wook. We need a celebration, Mr. Kim. Today's luxurious dinner is on me, since you guys have worked so hard. So let's keep it on dinner. They both agreed. I thought you forgot about me, he said with a pout. I just needed time. Yesterday my mind was cluttered and my emotions were trying to convince me that all women are cheaters. My past was trying to cover my future, which I didn't want it. He pecked your forehead. It's better to take decision a bit late than wrong. You nodded and you both maintained eye contact for a while. Let's go and have breakfast. Before you could say anything, his hand made way to your nape, pulling you close toward him.